What actual episode is this?
This one is going to be. Let me see which is the last one that we had. Well, believe it or not, this is going to be 6.
6. Okay.
Wow, we stopped at. Wow, I didn't even realize that we only stopped at 5. I thought we had more than that. I thought we were at like 8. Apparently not. Okay, cool. Well, all right. Well, let's get it going. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the return of Abstract Enterprise podcast here on YouTube. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. It is for many of us, not all of us, extended weekend for Indigenous Day. I don't call it fucking Columbus Day.
Extended weekend.
Yeah, well, for some of us anyway. Um, yeah, it's been a fucking while, man. It's been what, 2 months? Because you were originally
Yeah.
with the haunt getting that set up, and then because of Governor fuck Cuomo,
Governor Homo.
yeah, handy 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 homo. Ugh,
Well, maybe he gives out handies. I don't know.
he might. Oh my god,
Probably does.
like I'm kind of like torn between feelings. Like it feels great to be doing, to be back on the podcast, but then it also feels weird because like I wasn't expecting us to kind of like do that like so abruptly because we were originally like gonna put it off while you were doing the
Well,
haunt.
we got content, man. People are asking for more, and we gotta give them what they want,
We gotta
man.
give the people what they're asking for.
This
And
is
I'm very
make
surprised about that
podcasts
still.
great again.
Well, make podcast great again. Mibika, Mibika.
This is this is the Sinister Six episode. The
Yeah.
sixth episode. We gotta give people what they want. I don't know who honestly really wants to listen to us constantly, but apparently people out there are saying, "Hey, why is there not any more episodes? What's going on?" And we're like, "Well, you know what? You got a point. We do have the time to at least do this,
Right.
so we need to do this."
Right. And so for those who have been asking where have we been and has been actually tuning in, which
Grandma.
hi grandma, and others who have been tuning in, which I'm very very thankful and still surprised because I mean we're just still super fresh, but I appreciate it and I'm glad that our content is at least being enjoyed for.
Speak for yourself. I still got a shower today. You said fresh.
Is that how we're starting today? Is that how we're gonna start off?
That's how I start every day, dude. I don't have a filter. You know that.
Wait, so you start off without showering? Ew.
Shut your mouth. Who
Neither
wakes
do
up and like, oh, I gotta shower right away?
I.
Those people have their life together. That's not me.
Nope. Yeah, right. Life
Those people
together.
have their life together.
Not I, said the fatty.
No, I mean, I figured it's Sunday. I'm just gonna lounge around and do nothing. I mean,
Right, I'm not gonna get dirty just sitting around doing nothing, doing
I
jack shit
I
today anyway.
I didn't get to do that though. Today happened to be
Oh, the
it's
tree.
Sunday. Today's your relax day. Let's go finish out the garage. And I'm like,
Let's relax by doing the rest of the garage.
well, I mean, it wasn't so bad because someone's little friend decided to come over and he wanted to help do everything. So he
Oh,
kind of just
okay.
took everything from me and took it to the curb. So I was like, all right, less I had to do. So I
Yeah,
didn't
just
really have to do much today.
don't say anything to him. Just kind of like go with it. If he keeps coming to
Right.
grab shit, then here you go, kid.
Right, but I
Have...
mean, mom's gonna hear this podcast anyway, so she's gonna be like, "Oh, you skipped out on doing some work, huh?"
No, no, no. She can see it that way, but by technicality, you did go out there and grab stuff. It's just
I
you
did.
so happen to divvy up equal responsibility.
Yeah, I happen to be the project manager.
Yeah, there you go. You were overseeing operations.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, so shit, man. So much has, I mean, obviously, like, we really need to fucking say it. Like, so much has happened between the last time we had our podcast, from stores and malls and bars opening back up and operating at a certain capacity. Gyms are back open. Things are at least kind of in a somewhat okay direction. But I mean, so much has definitely changed, and also finally, we've been able to kind of reconvene and start discussing our next content ideas and projects that we're going to be doing, which I'm pretty still stoked about the review. If you want to tell people about that.
Well, I didn't know if we were really gonna say anything just yet, but apparently,
Fuck it.
the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I
Right
do.
here with
Look,
the
I'm,
episode.
yep, exactly. We're gonna start off with a bang. Fuck it. We're not gonna make people wait. We're gonna let them know what to expect.
So I'm gonna throw this out there. Not that this channel really needs any boosting, but there happened to be a channel that I watch, Cinnamon Toast Ken, where him and his buddy Bufftron, they review a bunch of weird shows, whether it be Gypsy Brides or some kind of like British nanny show or whatever, Dr. Phil episodes, and basically they people tell them, hey, you should watch this really weird show and check out this episode, and they check it out with the rules and regulations of YouTube, and they review it, but it's pretty funny, like commentary during the episode. It's not a full episode. It's like 20 minutes maybe, or sometimes they'll check out memes or stupid comments on Twitter or stuff like that. So we decided that that might be something that we would be good at. We were just kind of doing it anyways, on my Xbox on YouTube, and we were just kind of making fun of shit, and it got pretty funny. So we figured, hey, maybe other people might enjoy watching, listening, having this experience with us as well, because we think we're pretty funny. I mean, we're probably wrong, but somebody out there apparently thinks that we're funny enough to continue to listen to us. So hey, who knows? Let's give it a shot. It's something that seems fun. It doesn't seem like it's something that we're gonna be like, oh, I gotta go do this today. So
Right, right. So also for the listeners, because I mean I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who forgot that we do the podcast just because we've gone so long since putting out our last piece of content. If you have anything, I mean, and it can like when we talk about like reviews, which the title we kind of are leaning towards. It's not exact right now. It's not set in stone, but abstract reviews. I think would be a good direction. But anyway, there really isn't anything off limits. As Joe said, things from TV show episodes that are online. I mean, you name it. If there, I don't care if it's an episode of Golden Girls. If you have something you want us to find on YouTube, or you have a link, by all means, please comment below in the comment section. And you don't even have to explain what it is. If it's something that you want us to blind react to, just open it up and then boom, we're just watching it. We're gonna react to it. And
this can also go for music videos.
yes,
This
yes.
can go for anything, except I am going to put in one small caveat. We are not, I repeat, we are not watching an episode of Seinfeld. Don't even do that.
No, well, I mean, we ultimately get to say yes or no. And if you put any
Well,
fucking thing
that's the
of
only thing I'm really going to
Seinfeld,
say no to.
no, I agree. No, if you
Peanuts on airplanes. What's with that?
airplane food, what's up with that? It's not fucking funny. That's what's up with it.
I can already tell you right now my reaction to a half hour or 20-minute show of an episode of somebody arguing about a cup of soup or a parking spot is not going to be entertaining for anybody. So
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
going to put that caveat out there. We are not going to do a Seinfeld. I don't care if anyone wants to troll us and say, do this episode and happens to be
Nope.
Seinfeld. You will not be featured. We are not doing it.
No, I
It's
will.
not happening.
I don't care if it's a blind react. If I open up to a Seinfeld title, no, like I'm deading it right there. You know what? Can I add another one to that list?
Sure.
Fuck Friends. I'm not watching that. I'm not doing Friends either. So all you happy hippie go lucky suburban folks, I am not doing no fucking Friends. If
They're
you
too busy getting their Starbucks pumpkin latte. They're not listening to us, Hector.
uh, well, if they so happen to be unlucky enough to find this podcast, that's exactly what message I want to put out there. So just about everything but that.
Okay.
But I am super excited to be able to start doing some of that stuff. So by all means, don't hold back, folks. Put down your recommendations. Please, it does not have to be anything specific. Well, side note: no Seinfeld or Friends. No Seinfeld or Friends
Sidebar. No Seinfeld, no Friends.
because you have no friends. If you select Friends. But yeah,
Oh, I
man.
thought you meant me. I was gonna be like,
No,
alright,
me.
tell my business.
Well, I
Why?
wasn't going to, but you did it
Why are
for
you
me.
giving
So
my business out there?
it actually, honestly, as weird as it may sound, it actually feels really good to be doing this shit again. Like I kind
It
of
does.
miss I
It
miss doing
does.
it. So, um,
And oddly enough, I mean, as funny as your comment was that I created into another comment, it's kind of the complete opposite, sadly. I have friends, but I'm a bad friend. I'm the bad friend of the friends because I don't keep in contact with people.
are you
And
kidding? Neither do I.
it's not even like I'm busy. So like so sometimes yeah, I am really busy, so I'm horrible at getting in touch with people and staying in contact, but
Mm.
I just have so many connections and so many friends that like sometimes I'm like just busy staring at the wall and and I
Hey Joe,
forget
you
like,
want to
oh
come out
shit,
today? No,
I
I've got
haven't.
plans, man. What are you doing? I was
Well,
just watching the wall. Just
so here's a good way to start this. I'll explain to you. I told you the what was it last week? Last week I had a date. And this is I didn't even tell you
oh
this when we
my
were here
fuck!
yesterday.
I completely forgot about. Well, great
So
content.
this would be great. Yeah, I was kind of saving this for this, but so uh I'm gonna start with saying I don't really know what happened. I'm gonna say that. I'm an awkward creature of habit, I guess. So basically, for the rest of you that happen to be listening or whatever, Hector said something about Facebook dating at one point, and I was like, oh man, that sounds stupid, whatever. So I talked him into TikTok, and I was just like, you know what? All right, maybe I'll give his option a chance, and I signed up for this Facebook dating. And a couple of months ago, I met a really strange woman that I ended up ending it before it was anything because it was way too bad. But anyways, I forgot to close it. So I was supposed to close out Facebook dating, and I blame Hector for all of this because it is partially his fault.
It sure is.
But I got a message that I connected with, I matched with somebody, and I was like, all right, well, it's probably somebody fake. Her name's probably like Susan. If there's any Susans listening, I'm sorry, but
No
it's
offense.
probably you. No, all offense.
No, all of
So I was like, yeah, she's probably fake. She wants like Apple gift cards or something. Or I was like, all right, let's message back. Let's just let's have fun with this. So I messaged back, and then she messages back, and I'm like, oh my god, you're real. Like that probably wasn't a good way to start the conversation either. But I messaged back, and I was like, oh my god, you're real. You're a real person. So we started talking. Everything was cool. Everything was fine. And I don't know. We were probably talking for 3 4 days. And then she's like, "Hey, why don't we meet up?" And I was like, "All right, that's fine. It's gonna be weird if like, I go to your house or you come to my house because we just met online and with this whole COVID shit going on. Which for anybody that wants to know how dating is during COVID, it's terrible. I'm telling you right now,
love
it's
at first
terrible.
sight of the mask or something. Love
Um,
at.
yeah, I like your mask. Let's date. Um, so we decided we are gonna like go get coffee. So she comes and picks me up because I'm a loser. I don't drive. Whatever. I don't care. So she came and got me. We went and got coffee. Everything was awesome. It was great. We went over to the zoo, like over to the park by the zoo.
Oh, nice, nice.
I don't know what it's called. I want to say Durand Eastman. I'm probably wrong. I don't
No,
know.
no. It. I just call it Seneca Park. I mean, because
Yeah.
that's what it is.
So we go there and we find a nice, spot to chill. We're hanging out. We're talking. We're, listening to some music. We got a lot of the same taste. Everything's perfectly fine. She's like the whole time she had not stopped smiling since pulling up in my driveway to the time that she like dropped me back off. Everything was perfect and we're having a great time with everything. So we hang out, we drink coffee, we're shooting the shit, seeing a bunch of weird people walking by themselves with masks on, which I don't understand, but that's whatever. It's a whole nother story. So she's like, "Oh, I'm hungry," and I paid for coffee, and she's like, "Do you want food?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not really hungry. Maybe I'll get like a drink or something." So she goes to Taco Bell. She grabs food. I get a Baja Blast. It's the only reason why to go to Taco Bell, honestly. But everything's cool. She's like, "Oh, let's stop back at my house. Let's hang out there for like 20, 30 minutes." Now, I just met her, so we're kind of like already joking about like sexual things,
Mm.
and like that has been thrown into the conversation multiple times. So like I'm assuming she feels comfortable with the whole situation if we're joking about stuff like that.
Oh,
So
okay.
we go to her house and I meet her brother and like two other people in the driveway. I can't remember who they were. They weren't really important people, I guess. But everything's fine. We're out there just, shooting the shit. I'm getting along with them. Everything's cool. Well, she showed me a picture of, I don't know, somebody that she lost a few months ago, somebody who passed for whatever reason. I didn't really ask her because it wasn't my business, but she showed me this person. Now, after I left her house and she dropped me back off, she gave me some bullshit excuse about, hey, my brother thinks that you remind him a lot of the guy that I showed you that passed a few months ago. So he thinks that I might just be interested in you because you remind me of him. So I already knew where this was going, and I'm already starting to be like, yep, fucking wasting my time.
Mm.
So, anyways, she basically tells me, well, like, when we like talk and hang out, I want to try to take it slow as friends. I didn't even really pay attention to the rest of the conversation. As soon as I seen that word, I was like, why did you waste my time? So yeah, it was kind of a complete waste of time. So like I waited a day or so. I deleted her Facebook and I deleted her number out of my phone or whatever. But she specifically made sure before we started even talking, right when we matched on Facebook, that I was serious and I wanted a serious relationship. And she's the one that tries to friend zone me. So I was like, nah, I
Hmm.
ain't got time for this.
Okay. All right.
So
Well, no, that I totally get. Because at first I was just like, I mean, did it have to be that serious? But then I was right when you said that you're looking for something serious. As much as sarcastic assholes you may come off to be, I totally understand. I'm glad I didn't ask you like if you think that your
what do you
action or
mean
your
as much of an
decision.
asshole I call?
Well,
So,
oh, hold on. You're kind of like your connection was a little funny.
ah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What do
No,
you
I totally get it.
what do
But
you mean I'm off? I am.
no, you know what I mean. That like, even still, even with a rough
Uh,
exterior, like you have an expectation and you're looking for something specific, and if it wasn't anything specific you were looking for, you wouldn't really give a shit. However, because of the fact that you can kind of smell the bullshit coming from it, that like I get it, and I think what you did was fucking spot on. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, if
yeah.
I was, I mean, because you know me, like I'm waiting for something serious to come around, but I'm not gonna fucking get dragged around and I mean,
Oh, well, hold on. Let's change the expectations of our listeners here. I am married to my Xbox. Now, because somebody was interested in me, I gave it a shot. I'm not necessarily looking for anything. I'm okay with doing content and playing Xbox and being alone. That does not sound lonely to me. I'm
right,
okay with that. But because she had a different expectation, and I was like, well, you know what? I guess I'm open to it. Let's see where it goes. So at that point is when I changed my thought on what I would be okay with. So that's what I was more pissed off about, is that
right.
I wasn't really looking for anything, and then I kind of got interested in somebody, and then all of a sudden it was right back to what I expected in the first place.
Right. Well, that's what I meant. I'm not saying that like you're physically going out and saying like I'm going to try to meet somebody and then
Ask
see.
me about my wiener.
That would have been a great discussion. No, but
From
that's
a
not what
jail
I meant.
cell.
Okay.
I'd have to call collect for the podcast.
That would I don't know how that would work out. I'll
I
probably
don't
just
know.
put you on speakerphone.
Yeah, probably.
But like
I mean,
yeah,
hey, all the great rappers blow up when they do an album from jail. Maybe
true.
I'd blow up doing a podcast from jail.
It
I'm not.
might.
I'm not saying I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna say,
Oh,
if it
okay.
ever
I mean, that's why I
happened.
stayed quiet. I'm like, I don't know how to
I'm
take that.
not saying next week episode 7's gonna be from a jail, but I'm just saying if it was to happen, I would still try to get content out.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't blame you. Like, I mean, she's the one that kind of like made the first move, and you gave it an opportunity, and even with that opportunity, you had an expectation that, if I'm gonna do this, if I'm gonna change up, or if I'm gonna make a modification to what my normal standards are and what I'm looking for, like, don't fucking waste my time.
Oh man, there were some things that I definitely have to think about, like life hard decisions that she just wasn't gonna change either. That I was kind of coming around to, where like she was like, oh, I like the outside, and I was like, oof, that right there should have been like, no, inside is nice and safe. And
We can
she was telling
enjoy
me
the
about how like,
outside from inside.
yeah, right. She was like, oh, I like going camping, and I'm like, could we watch like a Netflix movie where they go camping?
Or
Like,
like,
compromise.
or we could just stare at a photo of like a campground and put a fan in front of us, like it's the wind
Look
blowing.
at this photograph. Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah. So no, I mean, I don't hate the outside, but you know, I'm not into the whole like adventurous, like nature kind of stuff. But I was like, you know what? If that's something that you enjoy,
I'll
maybe I'd be
compromise.
able, yeah, maybe I'd be able to think about it.
Yeah.
And she really doesn't like the cold. And I was like, ooh, see, I want to move to somewhere colder.
Oh.
But
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, man. Maybe her. I mean, not sorry. I don't know her, so I don't know if it was bullshit or not. But maybe the way everything played
Oh,
out
I'm gonna be
was
the
in your
person that
benefit.
calls out right now that it was probably bullshit, like 100%. Like that's just been my MO for the past couple of years. Is women is just bullshit, which that might just sound like I'm pig-headed and I'm stuck
He-Man
in my
Woman Haters
ways, but
Club.
but yeah, I don't know. I thought from the very beginning I was like, ah, this is gonna be bullshit, and I should have stuck with that idea, but as a human, to grow as a human being, I shouldn't think that way, but I was right, so I should stick to my gut.
Yeah, I mean, and see, in doing that makes things a lot easier because then someone will really think twice before dragging shit out.
Or my Xbox just doesn't question what I do and it doesn't disappoint me.
That
Well,
works.
you know what? When I have an update for a game, it is kind of disappointing. But I'll go fix something to eat and I'll come back and it'll be done and I'll forget all about it. But yeah, no, that was my little adventure I had over the weekend. That yeah, I didn't really tell anybody because like to me, it wasn't really a big deal. But I guess to some people, they're like, "Oh my God, you had a date. What happened? Tell me everything." And I'm like, "Okay, really wasn't much that happened, but all right,
Right.
we'll dive in."
Well, I
So
mean, I get it because it's not every day where like we hear about you like socializing with someone with a specific intent.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say socializing. I don't shut the fuck up. I plug our shit as much as I can. When we had that cookout at Will's, dude, I was in random people's faces, handing out business cards. I was like, "Give me your baby. I'll hold your baby so you can check out this business card." Like I was in people's faces about being social. But yeah, when it comes to a specific intent like that, I usually shy away from. Well, maybe not shy away from it, but I just always assume that it's going to be a bad altercation in the first place, so I just try to avoid.
Yeah.
So
So I don't know. Maybe it was for the better. I mean, it's not like it's not like we're the last people on Earth. So oh
but
well.
we could be.
Yeah, but we're not. So
But we could
but
be.
we're not. So
How do we know that this isn't a simulation?
let's not fucking get into that shit. Don't. Just don't, Joe.
That's what a simulation hacker would want me to do.
Really? I'm muting your fucking channel over here. Hold on a second. This is gonna be the rest of the time me just talking into the wind.
I'm wondering how much of this is really you that is saying this.
Oh yeah, because my shitty ass computer can really AI me.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. Just play some Call of Duty, some Fortnite. Your simulation would probably be pretty easy.
No, it wouldn't. I'm such a complex person. I'm so complex.
I don't know. I think we all as human beings think we're complex. We're not really. When
No,
when you when you really look at it and you break it down, people want to be trusted. They want to trust. They want to love. They don't want to be alone. That's pretty much the human race.
eh, eh, eh.
Nobody wants to be alone. That's look
Didn't you just
even
say that
even
you? Hold on a second. Are you going back
look.
on what you just said?
No. Don't do as I do. Do as I say.
No, Joe. That's that's gonna be a hard no for me, dog.
This is not based on what I do. What I do is the wrong path in the first place, but it's just a creature of habit. But other people should not think the way that I think.
How about we just say this, ladies and gentlemen? Don't ever fucking take dating advice from either one of us, because apparently we're terrible at it.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Like he's sending me mixed signals. What do I do?
Send them back.
Jump his bones.
Well, I
That's
mean,
my
yeah.
uncle.
Whoa. All right. That's like the TikTok where they're like, do you have any incense? And she's like, well, me and my dad are pretty close. He's like, no, incense. And she's like, all right, maybe once or twice.
Jesus Christ. Good Lord.
That's a good TikTok. I get the joke. I hope everyone else got the joke. So, man, I want to thank you for yesterday. You drank 2 whole bottles of water out of my fridge. You made some space in my fridge for me.
You're welcome. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, man, he gave me a second bottle of water. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this.
I had like 4 more bottles, and I'm like, man, if you can just drink this faster, I can put the good stuff in my fridge.
Well, shit. Had I known, I would have been all for it.
Yeah, well, so I think we talked about next weekend we're gonna record another podcast, or at least try to. But I think we're gonna work on the review
Yeah, we
next
could.
week as well.
Oh yeah,
Next weekend.
we could do both. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know exactly how you want to do it. I don't know. I mean, this really isn't I guess for the podcast, but I'm not really saying anything too much, so it's fine. But I don't know if you wanted to do it at your house, if it would be too much to bring the camera and do it over here. I don't know exactly how you wanted to do it.
Right. Honestly, my thought was, uh, considering. Well, see, it's really hard to fucking figure out. The reason why is because when I was thinking about it last night, because I was just kind of like trying to brainstorm like how I'm going to like get that done. Like those are my two things. If I'm going to go over there, you come over here. And
Mhm.
so what I thought was if you came over here, it'd be easy simply because everything's fucking already set up. Like I don't need to do
Yeah,
shit. I just need to get
yeah.
both of us on the screen looking at the video and, do what we need to do and then I'll just edit. However, the other thing I thought of was the fact that if I take if I break everything down, bring it over, which I really don't have any problem doing. Like, doing this, I don't fucking care. I've done it a million times. Um,
Right.
Setting it up would mean that I can bring my HDMI cable, and you have a much larger TV than I do.
Yes.
So we can put the video up on the TV, and it'd be so natural for us to kind of just put the webcam up on because I have it on the tripod right now. Just put it in a spot where we're both there. I bring my ring light and to nice illumination on us, and then like that's it. And not only that, but
Illumination.
your the room the acoustics of your room as opposed to mine so much
Mhm.
better
Yeah.
because you have that thick. It's cement. It's just thick wall.
Damn, he's thick, boy.
That's a thick
That's a
ass
thick
wall.
boy.
That's a thick ass wall. So like you have a lot more pros to your area than mine. I mean, these walls are
I'm
super
a pro.
thin and just it doesn't really contain sound well. Just the acoustics suck. I'm going to be honest. Um,
Yeah. Well,
so
I mean, there was two ways that I was thinking we could, we could either record in one live shot, um, with either, uh, I guess how you would stream,
mm-hmm,
like how you would stream Xbox.
mm-hmm.
We could be doing it that way, or we could just be recording our reactions to what we're watching, and then you could piece in the video after, but that would be more editing.
Right. That would definitely be a little bit more work on the editing side. Um,
Oh no, Hector's got to do work.
yeah, I do. It sucks. Um, but that would probably be. Oh man, see, it's a real fucking toss up because the problem is, um, they watch they watch everything like when you think about like other like reactors or other like
Hmm.
review channels, they're able to do their recording and watch everything all in one shot. So it's
Right.
like, and there's no reverb of anything, nothing's doubling up. Like it's just it all works. It just it
Hmm.
works. However, the problem that I'm having is, and this is something that I mean, fuck it, we'll talk about it. We'll troubleshoot now. Why not? So what I'm thinking is because like for sound wise, like the quality of the audio, I want to use the snowball mic. Like I really do.
Right.
I really want to do that. Here's the problem though, is the snowball mic is going to pick up the audio from like it's going to pick up the audio from the TV,
Hmm.
from the video.
Right.
But yet, if I go and if I set it up the way I would set it up if I'm streaming, there's going to be audio from the video coming from the computer. So like I'm stuck with the conundrum here of do I keep the microphone on to record the TV and mute the channel for the computer just so there's not that like echoing and it's gonna fuck up the audio, or do I try to figure out some kind of other way like you said, like do a recording and then just piece it together with editing. The only problem with that is the fact that there's no way like I don't want to have to wear headsets to sit back and review this,
I was
and
gonna
go
say
through
there
something.
is a way to fix that if you wanted to fix that because I've got two headsets here, so and I have two controllers, so we could just plug them into the Xbox and then do that. See if that would work.
That
So
would
we
work.
could do headsets,
No, that would work.
or it sounds like it may also be more of the choice of what I originally said was you basically just recording us and then having to piece in the video after.
Right, right. Yeah, but again, here's the thing though. If I'm recording us doing, like recording our part,
Hmm.
that's there's still going to be TV audio in the background. So like everything's still going to like I'm worried about it being like bad. Now the only thing I can think of honestly is that the like what we watch, the audio
Hmm.
will have to be like relatively low.
So
So
then the only other option I see then is we're gonna have to use headsets.
that may be the best right now. I mean, I wish I knew how people do it
Well,
with.
they do it through a computer.
Well,
So
right, right. So it would be easier to do that. But I mean, but even still, they do it through a computer. Okay, fine. They do it through a computer. Again, the problem is they're not wearing headsets. So that's where I'm stuck on. How are they not using or not wearing headsets, but they're able to listen to everything, and there won't be that like there won't be that reverb. Or not
right.
reverb, but like that doubling up on audio.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
Um,
what you're saying.
so that's why I said if we do that kind of recording, we'll just have to make sure that the TV's kept a little low, but so we can still hear it. And then I'll just layer the audio on top of it because I mean it's gonna be pretty spot on. I mean we can play around with it, um, but I again I wouldn't mind tearing my shit down and bringing it over.
Okay. I mean, if that's gonna work. Like I said, I've got two headsets, so we can figure that out through the headsets, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, we'll
It's gonna be
fucking
a
do that.
trial and error.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, we can do that. We can do that next weekend. I'm definitely down for it.
So we'll have that in the podcast. I mean, we could even knock out the podcast here too.
Yep, all at
So
once. Fuck it.
the only thing I'm debating is how to set up to record. I don't know if we just want to do it because I have my chair and my bed. I don't know if we want to record that. That's kind of a wide, like a really wide shot, or we could set up like your small table or something.
Oh, you mean
I
my
don't know.
my 6 foot kitten? My 6 foot
No, I
table?
thought you bought. I thought you bought a small one too.
No, I wanted to get like a smaller one, but they were sold out. There wasn't any at the start,
Ah,
so I just elected to keep the 6 foot or 8 foot, whatever it is.
well, worst case scenario, I could think of some other stuff as well. I mean, even if I had to, I could I could ask Grandma if we could even use her garage. She'd be like, "Yeah, come on over. I'll make you guys cookies and a pot of coffee." And
Well, fuck, we can do that.
she's
Cook.
got a small table. She's got a garage that nobody goes in. Besides, I mean, it's pretty much my garage now. I've
Nice.
moved everything around in there where I needed it for when I go over to do work. And she'd be like, "Oh yeah, you guys just come on right on over. Come over and hang out."
Especially if she knows that we're gonna do that for an episode, I'm pretty sure she'd be excited about that. Now that she's been listening to us,
Yeah,
I don't know why. I mean,
yeah. I don't
we are
understand
we are not her cup of tea. Oh, at least I thought we weren't.
Man, another thing that I've been thinking about too is kind of got me a little excited when you started doing it, and I thought about it, and I don't think we can do it yet. But remember when you did your stand up?
Yes.
Now, stupid girl that I met that didn't work out, she liked our. Well, I showed her some of the TikToks of you and me, and I showed her some of our content, and she's like, "Wow, you guys are really funny." And I'm like, "You think I'm funny? Like, I'm just being me. Like, maybe I'm funny, but like, of course, I'm supposed to think that." But I was just like, "Man, maybe I should look into like stand up.
Mm.
That'd be kind of cool." The only place I thought about though was that place that was connected to Daisy Dukes out in Webster,
Oh,
that
well,
comedy club.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, man, I was like, Hector did it before, and I kind of went over some of his lines with him, and I was like, I kind of helped him out, so like I understand the comedy. I was like, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Maybe it wouldn't, man. You
But
never know.
yeah, people have kind of put a kibosh on that
Yeah,
for now at least.
yep. For now, anyway.
But yeah, my humor would be an acquired taste,
Yeah, yeah.
a very acquired taste.
So we're definitely not going to set up any guest spots at a church.
Well, I
I
mean, we
mean, we
probably
could.
could.
I mean, we could. Let's be honest.
We probably could. It wouldn't be so bad.
It wouldn't be recommended, but we still could.
Oh, fuck it. I don't see why not.
Oh, so also, before I forget, because I'm going to be doing a video later on, I'm late by about a month. No, almost a month, like
Okay.
maybe 3 weeks or so. Is
Is it a
our
heavy flow or a light flow?
life flow. It's our 1 year anniversary of our first TikTok.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long. I even looked at the dates on the podcast and I was like, "There's no way." Like, there's no way, dude.
Yep. 1 year anniversary of the TikTok channel, and
Time
we're at
flies during COVID.
yep 473 followers. So I mean, not as far as
Wow.
I'd like to be, but yeah, we're at 473
No,
right now.
it's not bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be, especially for this episode. I don't want to be that guy, but for our project, I think that's pretty good for what we've done.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely agree. I mean, especially and I'd like to make it a point to say that I was for anybody who knows me, I was very, very, very reluctant to do any TikTok because I hated it at the time. Simply because every time I saw a TikTok video, it was of just people doing the same shitty dances and really terrible lip syncing to things, and
Oh,
it was just really bad. But thanks to Joe,
hold on a second. Are
yep.
you asking if I want food? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't mind if you don't mind. Oh, it's just my roommate.
No, you're
It's
fine.
all good. Keep going. I
Um,
just did that right over your. Yeah. Fuck what Hector's saying.
yeah, right.
Fuck this
You
recording.
could have just muted yourself, you fuck.
No, I
So
could have. Whatever. Shut your mouth.
so because so Joe kind of got me convinced to just give it a try. I mean, just try it. It's not harming anything to try it. So fuck it, I did. And I immediately saw the benefit of the exposure that can come from it.
Hmm.
So it just took off. I enjoy doing it, and right now the most viewed video so far is still the duet with the overly obsessed girlfriend
I just
chick.
resent that to somebody the other day too, and they're like, "Oh my god, I forgot about that."
Yep, 103.6 thousand views. So that was pretty dope. I mean,
That
granted,
was
it only got 971 likes on it, but I mean, just the exposure itself was enough for me to be happy with it.
right.
But yeah, so it's been a year. We have new merch in the store. That's another exciting topic is new merch. Um, but yeah. So I'm gonna be doing a little brief bullshit thank you vid a little later today.
You a thank you vid.
Yep, why
What are you
not?
sentimental and shit?
Hey, content is content. I don't give a fuck if
Hmm.
it's sappy enough and people are like, oh, congratulations, whatever. Just fucking like it and follow. You don't need to say shit. Just like and follow.
I'm gonna be that guy that's gonna comment, "Ew."
Yeah, you would fucking ruin it. And then people are gonna like fucking start talking shit about you, and
And
then
that's
they're
gonna
gonna
be like,
realize
that's
that
gonna
you're
be
in some of our
okay.
videos.
Yeah,
They'd be
that's
like,
gonna
hold
be
on a
okay
second.
because I'd be like, well, you know that this is also a part of me as well, right? I'm just being the dick, and they're gonna be like, oh, well, that's not cool.
And then they're gonna be like, oh, so they set that up purposely to get more attention. They're both assholes, and then there goes our career.
Why not? No, well,
Yeah.
I mean, see that's the point where I don't care if only one person likes our content. I still don't
Um.
give a shit. I mean, I was doing this before we started recording it. Now I just have a documentation of life that I'm doing it. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to change that view and that
Oh
perspective.
man, you sound like a woman that I met on Facebook Match
Yeah. Well,
and
you like my tits, so shut the fuck up.
oh, well, I wouldn't tip you for your tits.
I know you wouldn't, because you're cheap as fuck.
I throw a roll of pennies at you.
You would. You probably would.
Boo, get off the stage.
But no, no. If I'm gonna fucking put work into this, I want
I
I want
mean,
to see
can
some kind of
we
return
can
on
we
it.
describe work? Oh, you mean that? I thought you meant showing your tits.
No, Jesus Christ. No, I'm
uh,
talking about like the the, the channel.
oh, yeah, no, I get you on that. Well, you've definitely been doing a hell of a lot more TikTok than me. But hey, you were there, you seen me. I downloaded the editing app on my phone, so I'm gonna start putting some out there.
I mean, you
I know
also
I've been
said that you were.
saying it, but
I was about to say. I was about to
shut your
blow your
mouth,
shit
Hector.
up.
Shut your mouth, Hector. Look, we're not blowing my spot up today. We're blowing yours up.
uh,
I know I've also said that, but now I'm one step closer. I have it. I just don't know what to do because mostly I don't understand why people do anything else on TikTok. But what I do on TikTok is anime uwu thoughts
yeah.
and really 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 raunchy dirty humor videos, which I guess I could do, but we would lose. We have what 400 and something followers. We probably have like 100 by the time I put out some videos. Like 100 left, not 100 more. 100 left of our followers. Um,
I don't think it'd be that bad.
it's like sometimes in my mind I'm like, well, I could really do like this dance challenge because it'd be funny to pop my ass in the camera, but then I'm like, well, I'm probably really not going to do that. So
You
I
gotta.
don't really know what to record, but sometimes, like, obviously, I want people to like our stuff, but sometimes some of the Timon and Pumbaa thing we did, like,
Yeah, I'm mad that
I
they deleted the fucking sound off of that.
I get why we did it, and I guess it was humorous, but when I see that and I'm looking through TikTok, I'm like, oh, that shit's dumb. I wouldn't do that. So like that's where the content difference is, and like that's when I'm just like, oh, there's nothing for me to do. But you're like, nah, I'm gonna do this, and then I did it with you, and it was fun. I had a good time doing it. But on my own, I hear the audio, and I'm like, no, that's dumb. That's like a childish video. I don't want to do that. But then I hear like the really thoughty stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's the content right there. And then I'm just like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I nope.
I
I
guess
mean,
what I'm saying is maybe I should just start dressing up in cosplay. Is I think what I'm
uh, you can,
saying.
you can. I mean, for me, I don't really. I mean, I do have preference and I do have limitations.
Oh, I don't have
However,
standards. That's my problem.
no,
I don't have any
you don't
standards.
have any standards, but you also have way too slim of a.
All you got to do is just stick your tongue out, cross your eyes, and say "ooh woo," and I
No.
like it.
Well, okay, I thought you meant like me. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking doing that.
Oh,
No,
no, but that's what I'm saying. That's
no.
that's what I look for. That's the prime content on TikTok. I don't know why anybody goes to look for anything else.
Jeez.
A friend of mine sent me a cat video the other day, and I was like, this cat better be falling out of a window, or somebody better be pretending to throw it down some stairs.
The
And like this,
SPCA, we're not. We love animals. All right.
speak for yourself.
If any SPCA folks or PETA happens to run across our
PETA.
video,
I can go for like a PETA rap or something right now.
that sounds good. I mean,
Oh,
food
you
in
mean a
general sounds
different
good.
PETA? Okay, a different PETA.
So,
No, I don't. I don't dislike animals. Just PSA for everybody out there listening. I don't dislike animals. I just don't care. That might sound even worse, but we have
I
animals
mean,
here. But
it,
like the dog and the cat will look at me and they realize, oh, you don't really care about me to like want to pet me and talk to me because animals don't talk back and animals are not children. FYI to anybody listening, they're not children. But the animals will look at me and they'll be like, "Oh, I leave you alone, you leave me alone, we go our separate ways and we have an understanding." So it's not that I hate animals, I just don't care. But if I seen an animal getting mistreated, then I would have an issue. So I'll put that out there.
I call bullshit.
That's no, that's not bullshit. Now you're trying to make me look like the bad guy.
Yeah, I kind of am. It's working. So anyway,
No, it's
I
not.
win.
Nobody's gonna believe you. You're not even from this country.
Whoa, whoa! Now who's making who look like the bad guy?
I'm just stating facts, man. Just stating facts.
Wow.
Yeah, mind you, what was it? 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago, we started cleaning out the garage,
Hmm.
and well, I mean, this is more for them, not for you. You already know what happened. So 2 weeks ago, we're starting to clean out the garage, and we had to store our snowblower and lawnmower at our neighbor's house. So guess what Hector grabs? Um,
Fuck you, dude.
without me saying anything. Yeah, see, this is where he wants to make me look like a bad person because I made a racial joke about him being from Mexico. But guess what he grabs? He grabs the lawnmower without me even telling him to grab the lawnmower to take it over to my neighbor's house.
Dude,
And
it
then
was
he
the.
makes the joke of he might be more adequate with that device because of his people. So Hector might want to make me look like I'm the one that makes the Mexican jokes all the time, but
Hold
he
on a
goes along
second.
with it, so it's just as okay.
Let me make this clear. It was either to grab the lawnmower or to push that heavy, weird, flat-wheeled, heavy fucking
Yeah, see
snowblower.
now,
Guess what I grabbed?
now
The
he wants
lazy one.
no, that's not what
I
it
no, I
was.
grabbed the
That's
more
not.
good.
Yeah, the lazy one, huh? Let's
Yeah,
make some more connections.
yeah. I'm
Let's
lazy.
make some more
See, oh yeah, okay. So look, it falls right back on you.
make me call ice.
No, no, go ahead. Keep digging the hole. No, go ahead. Keep going. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, well,
Fuck yourself.
Hector likes to go along with it. He's fine with it. I'm not racist.
And this isn't a real argument. We're not having any tiffs, folks.
Well,
If you heard how we really are with each other, that makes
well,
this look like fucking
I have
church sermons.
I have no problem being me.
Yeah, well, I do. So just stop being you.
Oh, you have a problem with me being okay? Gotcha.
Stop being so white.
Lucky.
Right?
Yeah. Well, you.
Whoa,
Who's the white
sir,
one?
sir,
Who's
sir,
the white one?
sir.
You.
The focus is on you, sir.
Oh.
This segment is
Sure.
What's Wrong with Joe?
Nothing. It's everyone else around me. I'm perfectly fine.
Oh boy.
Look here. Look here.
Look here.
You're the
Halloween.
one that's-
Oh, Halloween's around the fucking corner. I'm changing the subject. Fuck you, Joe. So Halloween's around the corner. So guess what we get to do? We get to fucking pelt children with candy. They can stand in their
Yeah, I'm
front.
not gonna do that.
What?
I'm gonna do what every other American does on Halloween: shut your lights off and ignore the children.
What?
Why not?
You really are gonna be that fucking boring?
No, but like, what's the difference with like 1 year? Okay, parents giving a shit about their kids, going to the store, buying a bag of candy, and have a movie night on Halloween. What's the problem with that? What is the problem with
There
that?
isn't a problem. It's just boring as fuck.
No, it's not, because nobody ever does it.
I'm
So
saying
what's
nobody.
wrong with most people are dumping their kids off at a grandparent or an uncle or an aunt? Yeah, here, watch my kids. I'm gonna go get fucked up and dress like a slut. That's what Halloween is.
That's
So
Halloween content
what's
right there.
what's wrong with
Fuck the
1
kids.
year? Well, no. See, I'm not gonna say fuck the kids. That is not what I'm gonna say, because that's gonna be so many different conversations that we don't need to have. But what's wrong with 1 year? Parents just spending time with their kids, one day, watching some Halloween movies. I just seen that the Charlie Brown episode's gonna be on twice this month. Just watch some Halloween stuff with your kids.
No.
Eat some candy. Carve some pumpkins. Hate yourself in the morning because there's a mess all over your house. But spend one day with your kids. There's not
No.
a big deal with it.
No.
Who
They,
cares?
they see their kids the rest of the year. Fuck it. No. Halloween is their day to say, fuck you kids, you're going to grandma's.
I don't know. I mean, you can do that any other time. Most responsible adults usually have like a party the week before or the day before, anyways. Especially with Halloween being on a Saturday this year, you could go hang out with your friends and get wasted the night before,
Well, the
and
kids
then
can do the
spend
same
Halloween
thing.
with your
They,
kids.
they can watch their own little fucking
I
scary
thought you were gonna
movies.
say the kids can go get wasted the night before too. I'm like, wait, are we having the same conversation or?
They can get wasted on. They can get chocolate.
I want to
wasted.
get chocolate wasted.
chocolate wasted. So the kids can do that too. I mean, it's the same way it can go. It can go either way, regardless.
Yeah, well, I guess, but it doesn't. It's not a big deal. It's one night this year. Most parents aren't even paying attention to their kids right now, anyway. So what's one night? It's not a big deal.
They can have a.
What
they
I'm
can have a
mad
Zoom
about is I
party.
just can't work this year and make grown ass men piss themselves. That's what I'm pissed about.
Yeah, I'm upset about that too. Oh shit! Hold on a second. I can't remember. Weren't one of these weekends supposed to be that little get together?
Yeah, I'm not going.
Oh, you know?
No, I already said I wasn't going.
Oh.
The party that Chris put in Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Oh. Okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah, no, I'm not going. But what I did see is I haven't gotten a hold of Joe about it, but I had made a comment about there's some kind of haunted forest that I posted in the Scream Team page, and it's something like a half a mile of walking through like haunted woods or something, and I guess there's some actors in there that'll scare you or whatever. But then he came back and he posted something else. But then we just seen that commercial yesterday on YouTube about the place in Buffalo being open. So
Yeah.
this might just make it an excuse for everybody from the haunted house to just get together and do something for Halloween together.
Yeah. Very
So
true.
I mean, like, I'm okay with that too. I mean, whatever. If I have to also dress up and wear a mask as a costume to go see people in a costume with a mask to scare me, then I mean that's fine. It's whatever. They're probably not going to scare me, but um, not a big deal. It's 1 year that we get to actually enjoy Halloween on a separate a separate perspective than we usually do.
Yeah. I wonder who's going
So,
to that. I'm gonna have to check it out.
I don't know, like 3 people.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I
Yeah.
think, including you.
Oh, really, Rhonda? Okay.
Yeah, there's like 3 people. And it's not even like I don't want to see people. Like I do miss our haunt cast. It's just I don't really care to go. I'd rather go do something. I don't just want to sit in someone's house and just watch people get wasted. Well, I don't think our cast would be those types of people. We do have some weird, strange people we do work with,
Yeah.
and they would probably sit down and like play Dungeons and Dragons instead of getting wasted. So we do have an eclectic group of people. So maybe that wouldn't be what would happen, but I don't know. It just doesn't sound like something I want to do. It's possible.
Well, I mean, if not more people like volunteer. I mean, if they don't say that they're gonna go,
If
I'm
you
gonna
don't
say no.
volunteer to go to this party, yeah, I'm probably not gonna go. But I don't know. I kind of wish there was the Halloween conventions because I'd like to go with Joe this year, but
Hmm.
I know that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna be doing the convention this year. I don't know. Things are gonna be weird. I'm waiting to see what next year looks like. I don't think it's gonna be much different, honestly. I think we're still gonna have to do the same precautions.
Yeah, I I'm I'm pretty sure next year is gonna be just as fucking stupid.
I'm sure it won't be as big of a change or as a deal as it is this year. I think the standards are gonna be around about the same amount of standards we've had this year if we were gonna open, but I think people will be more used to it, or they're just gonna say, "Well, fuck it, whatever. We've already had to do this for a year," so I don't think it's gonna be the same. But I still see some things getting in the way, like 6 feet separation, and we're all gonna have to have separate scare boxes, which we already were creating this year. We just the next day after getting everything up, we had to take it all down.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's just so fucking stupid, and it's getting so tiring to kind of keep dealing with. Oh, gotta mask up. Gotta do this. Gotta do that. Ugh.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It is what it is. It is what it is.
So I mean, being so impromptu. I mean, what are we doing now?
I don't know. I figured, maybe in a few minutes we wrap it up. It's been about an hour of a podcast right now.
Yeah, yeah. 58 minutes now.
It's about a good way to start closing it off, I guess. At least for our episode back, and maybe we'll make it up and do a little bit longer next week.
Yeah, yeah. I think next week would be. I mean, because we're just firing it back up, so I'm pretty sure if we have the shit to talk about next week, we'll do it. If not, whatever.
Right. Well, if not, we'll just record ourselves breathing. Somebody will listen to it.
What? Here you go. 20 minutes of chatting, and the next half hour you get to listen to us breathe.
Uh huh. That'd be a podcast I'd tune in for. It's like an ASMR podcast.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Why not?
ASMR. Get the fuck out of here.
You don't want to hear like. Do you like when I say? Do you hear how the pop sounds?
You are now listening to the sounds of Abstract Enterprise. Just go ahead
Yes.
and
There you go.
back and relax.
Yeah, there you go.
It's so fucking creepy.
No, it's
I
not.
can't stand ASMR, and thanks to my ex for introducing me to ASMR. Just every video I've seen, I was like, no, fucking so dumb. I mean, I get it that some people like it helps soothe some people, but no, it's fucking creepy.
Right.
Here, let me play with this aluminum foil. It's just so fucking stupid. I don't know. I can't do it.
Right. Well, all right. I think that's a good place for us to stop for
No, no,
this
no,
episode
no. I want to just I want to continue
then.
talking about bullshit.
No.
Now, oh, that's why, because you were waiting for exactly an hour.
Yeah, roughly an hour because Spectrum should be here and they're gonna cut off the internet anyways, and they got to take the line down from the garage. So.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that they were going to do that. Yeah,
Yep.
well, I guess we have no choice then because you're fucking it up. All right, anyway. So, with that being said, that's it. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to upload. I don't think there's really a need to fucking
Word.
edit anything. So, fuck it. But yeah,
No,
so
I think it's fine the way it is.
yep, next week we'll be doing the very first abstract review. I got to come up with a design for that. But we'll do that next week and come back again.
Hector's got to do work.
You know, now that I think about it, next week what we might be able to do now that I'm bringing the laptop is we can actually do the podcast live on YouTube. Actually, that could be our first live.
Right.
I've completely forgot about that, and we
right.
don't need to do any uploading, so that's good. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Sunday. Enjoy your Monday off. For those,
we just like skipped half of a day.
we did. So yeah, you guys have a great evening. And once again, as another reminder, if you have made it to the end of this podcast episode, again, Abstract Reviews starts next weekend.
You see reverse?
Well, because
Abstract reverse.
Abstract Reviews starts next weekend. So comment the links, videos that you guys would like to have us do a reaction to, and we'll get started from there. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you next weekend.
Bye.